So what am I doing in the middle of a vacant field? Finding out if maybe is real. In my most recent video, I put it out there that I'm back. And I, disclosed the shoulder surgery and all the above things that was going on. And here we are. Let's see. I should know the date. Unfortunately, no. It's May 16th. And I put on the video, the last video, that I'm back. Maybe. Well, there's a lingering thought in my mind that has prevented me from really getting off pavement very much. Yeah, I did get out on 197 and I did do a few miles on 197. And it was fun. No big issues there. Soreness next day, etc., etc. I don't normally watch a whole lot of motorcycling content on YouTube. I do watch a ton of YouTube. I go down the rabbit hole. I go through the university occasionally, but I don't watch a lot of motorcycle related content, except for some of the Western VDRs and stuff like that. I have watched a lot of the Southeast VDR content because it comes through my neck of the woods. But I recently watched a video from, forgive me if I get this wrong, J.R. Depew. Very popular channel. He rides done some videos with Rock Gill. He's ridden a motorcycle all over the country. He's a few years senior to me, but he recently posted a video riding through some deep sand. I think he was on his Touareg 660, and he did drop his bike in some of the deeper sand. And watching this video, I go, what if that was you, Roger? What would you do? And so, started going down the rabbit hole of self-recovery systems, like Green Chili makes one. I carry some cordage, and usually I have a ratchet strap when I'm traveling, just one. And I got to thinking, what are you going to do if that's you? And then that got me to thinking, can you pick up your bike now? And it's really prevented me from getting out there and riding any off-road. It's work schedules, etc., etc. Getting someone to go with me sometimes is, working out the schedules hasn't, worked recently. So today we're going to find out if maybe is real or am I back? So I'm going to go over here to a field, a pretty common area up here close to where I live. I'm going to attempt to gently lay the Africa Twin down on its side, and then on camera I'm going to attempt to pick this girl up. Now, the Africa Twin is no lightweight bike. Just with fluids, without nothing on it, they said it was 526 pounds. Now, in the past, I could pick this girl up a couple of times, and then I would have to have help. So, tried to make a point out of not dropping her, but it's going to be a thing. It's going to happen. If we ride adventure bikes enough, drops are going to happen. If we ride in that deep sand like JR was, yeah, it's going to happen. It's a thing. It's unavoidable if you ride the more challenging stuff on a larger, or any bike for that matter. Yeah. With me getting stupid, trying to pull wheelies or whatever the crap I might think of one day, yeah, it's going to happen. It has happened. But I've got to know. Before I get out there on these mountain roads and before I decide to get out there by myself and attempt to ride some of this stuff, I got to know. under good conditions. You know, it's a cloudy, overcast day. It's 71 degrees, but I gotta know. Before I go, I gotta know. And it's still in the back of my head that I'm probably not going to be able to pick this bike up today. But we're going to find out. I do have some backup coming. I'm not stupid. I don't want to lay my bike down in a grassy field someplace and then go, well, shit, I can't pick it up. So I got some backup coming. Moto Ramblings volunteered. Yeah, I called him and pestered him until he shows up. But Moto Ramblings is going to be there just in case. So let's see what happens. That's what we're going to do. And if it's a complete and utter failure, you're never going to see this. No, I'll post it. But I want to know. Oh, and if you live anywhere in the southeast right now, around western North Carolina, I just got whacked in the face shield with a cicada. And where I live, man, they're roaring right now. So, yeah, that was a cicada that bounced off my face shield. All right, so we're going to go up here behind this little shopping center. Moto Rambling suggested this area. I'm going to pump myself up, and we'll see what's going to happen. Hang in there. There she is. Now the moment of truth. To find out if I can pick this fat girl up. I'm a bit concerned here. I got back up, but I'm still a bit concerned. Oh, come on, girl. One downside about this motorcycle, she lays flat. So, I got it. You know, pretty bad when you don't have any self-confidence. So here we go, girl. Glad I remember to set the parking brake, because this is an adventure scooter. This one has parking. Can I pick her up? Once. Can I pick her up twice? Maybe on dead level ground. Doesn't do my shoulder any favors. So we're not going to do take number 2. So if this one wasn't clean, oh well. So I posted the video a couple of weeks, maybe a week or two ago. I'm back, maybe. It's always been lingered in my mind, as I mentioned on the ride over here, about J.R. Depew dropping his bike in his recent video, and in the deep sand. It wasn't out here in the field. And I had to know, you know, if I'm going to go riding by myself, some of these mountain roads here in western North Carolina, East Tennessee, North Georgia, even upstate South Carolina, or the mountains of South Carolina, if you will, I got to know if I can pick this bike up. But did it once, not going to try it twice. Bicep, got that thing inflamed. Don't rupture your bicep tendon, especially after shoulder surgery. But I was able to pick the bike up on relatively level ground. And you can see in the video how I hitched it up so far. This fat girl lays down flat. Got me thinking about hard cases again. I know, the old ankle issues and hard cases, but this old girl lays down flat. Was a strong man years ago in my youth, was physically fit, kind of not physically fit now. So that was in fact a challenge. Uneven terrain, off camber. I've really got to consider some of these self-recovery items that green chili makes. Mockingbird's giving that crow hell. But squirrel. So you've got to consider that, you know. I do carry some cordage on most of the time when I'm riding. I do carry at least one ratchet strap. Maybe I should consider this. I love this motorcycle. Not planning to get rid of it. Maybe I need to think about lighter weight motorcycles, but the ones I'm interested, I'm only going to save 70, 80 pounds. So fat guys can't ride little motorcycles. Well, they can. But I lifted it once. So back a little maybe or more. That's a word. That's a word. He's laughing behind the camera. So thanks for Motor Ramblings for coming up here, being my backup just in case. I'm gonna go back home and edit this video. I might ride on pavement a little bit more, but the shoulder's toast right now, so soon be back on the dirt. Soon. If you can, get out there and ride. And if you can ride a thin line road. That's where you'll find me. Oh, don't fall. All right, well, there you have it. I had to find out for myself whether or not I could pick this heavy girl up. But went over there, went up to the field up there behind the little retail area close to my home. And as you see, yeah, it was a struggle, but I was able to pick up the Africa Twin. So I feel a little bit better about getting off and starting to explore and doing a little bit more off pavement stuff. I'm not going to say off-road just yet. After finished filming over there, I rode around for an hour or so, and Motor Ramblings and myself, we rode around western North Carolina here where we live. And yeah, not a great deal of miles, but shoulders feeling it. The bicep is feeling it from, you know, exerting the forces necessary to stand the bike back up. But overall, the shoulder's not that bad, so I feel a little bit better about it. So maybe soon I'll get out there and start riding on some of those gravel roads, BDRs, and maybe even a little off-road. But yep, it was good to find out for myself when it wasn't a new or necessarily suffering position. But I'm making my way home, so if you guys can, get out there and ride. And if you get a chance to, ride on those thin line roads. That's where you're going to find me. Roads like this, some gravel roads, maybe even getting a little off-road. Well, what we got here? Y'all be good out there now.
Center of the bike.
He's being a director now. The antisocial YouTube video director.
Phone connected.
Oh, that means you're going to come edit for me, huh? Woo! Soft over here. All right, tip number 1, to stop centered in the camera. We're not trying to set no records. Ooh. We'll roll with it then.